Hello, this is AstroKrys from CodaQueenAstrology, and today's video is going to be on the Pisces New Moon. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment below. I'd like to know if you have any Pisces planets, sun, or moon. And for those who are returning, thank you so much for being here. I welcome all of you to join our Astro group on Facebook, where I have mini monthly readings and also guest hosts that talk about everything astrology. And I'd like to invite you to my IG lives, where I go on every Wednesday, 6 p.m. PST, and host Ask the Astrologer Any Questions segment. I also can bring up someone from the audience at random if they wish to join and ask their question live. Very fun. You can also find me on Clubhouse under AstroKrys. The details are in the description below. See you there, and let's get started with the Pisces New Moon. So the Pisces New Moon is happening on March the 13th, 2021, and the sun and the moon are meeting at 23-degree Pisces. But this moon is going to be extremely special because we also have the energy of Neptune and the energy of Venus very close to the new moon. And Venus will be at 19 degrees, Neptune at 20, and the moon and the sun at 23 degrees. So if you have any planets around between the degrees of 8 degrees Pisces all the way to the end of the Pisces zodiac sign, this will be very impactful. If you don't know how to figure that out, or you're curious about getting your own natal chart, I do have a free birth chart calculator on my website. The link is in the description below. You can cast your chart. You'll need your date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. If you do not know your time of birth, cast a noon chart, meaning place your time of birth at noon, and that can give you a rough estimate of how this energy is going to be impacting you. New moons are about new beginnings and manifesting new intentions. Whatever house this new moon is happening in is going to be a reset, a new opportunity to manifest in that area of life. So when I do the predictions on Aries through Pisces, you'll be able to know what house and what area of life this new moon in Pisces is happening. So let's talk about the aspects that the new moon is making. First, the new moon has conjunctions, and that's Venus and Neptune, and that is the most powerful aspect that the new moon has. Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces, so we're going to feel this Pisces whimsical, empathic, intuitive, unconditional love energy very, very strong. We also have Venus, who is exalted in the sign of Pisces, and she really, really enjoys this sign for a lot of reasons, and one main reason being the unconditional love and compassion that she can express when she is in this sign. Venus already rules love and money and comforts, and when she is in the sign of Pisces, she seems to tap into more of the unbound, unconditional, unrestricted manner of expressing and loving and showing love. So this Venus and Neptune conjunction can also bring a dream type of love into your life. If you're ready in a partnership, then this is a great time to bond deeper and to express your inner desires so you can develop the relationship as a more strong and spiritual bond. Now, another good thing that these two, Venus and Neptune, can help with is creative endeavors. When both of these planets are together, our creativity can be off the roof. However, daily routines and day-to-day grind, that seems to be impacted, where you feel a little bit more relaxed, more lazed, more daydreaming. It's a daydreaming type of energy. So I'd advise that you take it slow. If you do feel, especially you have a lot of water in your chart, if you do feel a little bit drained, then make sure that you are revitalizing yourself by drinking plenty of water and being super, super artistic and creative. Now, if you're not the artistic type, don't worry. Then listen to lots of music. Neptune and Venus love music. Dance, express your creativity in whichever way you can, and then you'll be able to channel this Pisces energy much better, because Pisces energy, although it's very lovely and can be very unconditional and have no borders, boundless, it's also very challenging if not controlled, because you can lose a hold of reality and become more lazy, not as driven, more lethargic, and that's not really productive if we're overly doing it. So there's a time for play and there's a time for rest, but we need to find that good balance. So another thing that I've noticed in the chart is that Pluto's playing a big part. Pluto is making a sextile with the moon and the sun. So this is very supportive, bringing in more intuition, more occult, and more intensity, because Pluto is intense. Now, we're going to find ourselves being more connected with the metaphysical, the occult, and the mysteries of life. And the sun sextile Pluto is also a power aspect. You're going to feel more powerful, more influential. And the moon sextile Pluto can also indicate some emotional liberation. Now, Pluto does tend to shake things up, so there's times that the relationships get revealed, things that they need to work on or things that no longer serve them. So it is a very transformational aspect. However, since it's a sextile, it's going to be much softer. We're going to be able to work out through most of them. And if it does mean that we need to break certain patterns or even break up literally from the relationship, it's typically for the best of all. And the last aspect I wanted to speak about was the conjunction between Ceres and Chiron. Now, Ceres is the goddess of abundance, a goddess of the hearth, a goddess of grains and the seasons. And she is conjunct with Chiron. Now, Ceres does have deep-rooted pain. She lost her daughter to Pluto, the god of the underworld. And now she is conjoining with Chiron, who is the wounded healer. And this is awesome on many levels, because we're going to be able to heal some deep-rooted pain, especially connected to the mother or even the parents, but more the mother. This is a good time based on all the aspects, not just Ceres conjunct Chiron, but the Pisces energy and the Capricorn Pluto energy we're getting to work on hypnosis, to work on past lives, to get some regressions done in those areas, to get rid of things that no longer are serving you and holding you back from living your ultimate and most best life. Any holistic practice will help, as Chiron was the ruler of all medicines, astrology, and then Ceres being the goddess of the seasons and technically controlling the elements with that, because the seasons are influenced by the elements, etc. And Pisces, unconditional spiritual love and liberation, because that is the 12th house, to liberate yourself. So the houses that you have, the zodiac signs of Pisces, the zodiac sign of Capricorn, and the zodiac sign of Aries, you can find new beginnings if you manifest to heal in these areas. Now, I did make a video on Healing the Inner Child, a guided meditation. If you want to check that out, the link will be in the description below. It's really, really transformational and powerful. and you can work on connecting to your inner child and healing the inner child, which would be perfect for this time. And that is why I made it, because I love transformation. I love healing and evolving and raising our vibration. Overall, everything about this new moon is beautiful. Most of the aspects are sextiles, a few trines from the nodes to the air planets and the fire planets forming sextiles, and the water conjuncting and also forming sextiles to Earth. Now, one thing that I do want to keep in mind here is the new moon is forming a separating square to the nodes, both nodes, the south and the north. That means that the things that we are going to be working on during this period are actually driving action and force towards working toward our karmic path, our individualized karmic path. Now, you do have to see where your nodes are at and see how the new moon is affecting your nodes. But as a collective, we are heading towards the direction of the path. There's some work to be done, but all the aspects are pretty harmonious, which the sextile is about taking the opportunity, riding the opportunity versus, just laxing and enjoying your good comforts. No, the sextile gives you some special luck and opportunity, but if you do not take advantage of that, then you can actually miss out on the opportunity. So thank you so much for listening. And now we're going to get into all the 12 zodiac signs. Don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising, as those big three talk about your personality and show you how they're going to impact you. And it also gives you a more holistic forecast, individualized forecast for yourself. Thank you. Now for Aries, sun, moon, or rising, the Pisces new moon is happening in your 12th house of the unknown. This is a super activation to do things that you need to release and to tap into your subconscious mind and get some rest, because the 12th house is the house of resting. So if you know you're going to have a very busy year ahead of you, then this is the time to schedule some R&R to refresh and revamp your entire body. So when the sun moves into your first house, then you are able to take action and be full of energy and vitality. So get some rest, set intentions on your meditation path, your spiritual path, and also journaling your dreams, because you will have a very vivid imagination right now with all those planets in your 12th house. And for Taurus, sun, moon, or rising, the new moon in Pisces is happening in your 11th house of networks and dreams. So this is a good time to set some intentions around hopes and dreams. This is a house of friends. This is a house of networks, of associations. So it's a find your tribe type of energy. It's things that you wish to be involved in because of the sake of learning with others and expanding your knowledge with others, or because these causes are very dear to your heart. So it's actually a very, very good transit, as it's tapping into your desires and your goals. If you're having some trouble tapping into what it is that you want long term, I would suggest some journaling for you. And dream big. This is Pisces energy allows you to dream big, grandiose. But then after that, in a few days, when the moon goes into Aries, that's when you want to set afoot some intentions and take action on these big dreams that you have. And for the Gemini sun, moon, or rising, this new moon is happening in your 10th house. This is a great time to set intentions on career goals and attaining achievements. So if you've been planning to start a business, apply for a new job, or get a promotion at work, this is the best time to set afoot those intentions. If you don't have a job, then this is a good time that you can start working on your resume and make a list of all the skills and all the things that you can bring to the company so you can showcase that on your resume. On the other hand, you are feeling quite well because the planets are really, really high in your chart, and this is giving you vitality, it's giving you some drive. So, you are going to be motivated to take more action in regard to attaining achievements in the world, which can manifest to material stability and also bring long-term gains, such as a good job that is going to be bringing in those gains and that stability and releasing some stress. So take action, set some intentions around that, and enjoy. And for Cancer sun, moon, or rising, the new moon is happening in your ninth house of foreign lands, beliefs, knowledge, expansion. This is a good time to set intentions on taking a vacation. Even if you don't actually take a vacation, but some people will literally be taking a vacation during this time. So you can set intentions around planning this vacation, where you're going to go, how much you need to save, etc., and then make it happen. Or expanding your beliefs. You're going to be a little bit more curious of learning new things, of expanding your mind, of connecting to different knowledge and different people and different cultures. It is the house of foreign lands, which when we go to different lands, we are enriched by their culture. We learn a lot about their culture, and not necessarily just the culture, but the environment itself. You can travel to different lands, and it could be a place that has a desert, and you don't typically live in a desert area, you live in the snow. So, everything about traveling is an experience to us. This is what this house is all about: expanding your beliefs, expanding your knowledge, and just traveling and exploring. So enjoy your intentions that you're going to be making around this time. It's also a good time to set some intentions around enrolling in a higher education program, going to college. So set some intentions around that. If you are wanting to get into a certain college, I would do some candle magic, get a candle, write your intentions down, and really believe that this can come true for you. Enjoy. And for Leo, sun, moon, or rising, this new moon in Pisces is happening in your eighth house. This is a tremendous opportunity to do some healing. The eighth house brings deep transformation. So, tapping into that energy of changing some patterns, letting some things go that are holding you back, and even exploring very deeply. Sometimes we feel like there's nothing that we need to work on, and we do a little bit of journaling and we find out we're still holding some grudges, or we're still hurt, or we feel vulnerable. So, do some work around that, do some journaling. Now, on the other hand, this is also a time to start manifesting in regard to your joint finances. So you can be talking about finance and money. And this house also rules the money that you revenue from work. So go ahead and set some intentions around that as well. And this is a house that likes to connect deep. It's the house of sexuality. So get going and set intentions on reaching a new level of intimacy with yourself, with your partner. So it's a good time for you to explore your needs, your wants, your deepest desires. Enjoy. And for Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, the new moon is happening in your seventh house of partnerships. And this is all levels of partnership. This can be relationships, marriage, and also business partnerships. So set some intentions on collaborating, on harmonizing these relationships. It's time to express your creativity in a more sociable way. And if you are married or in a serious committed relationship, make sure that you are being extremely romantic with Venus and Neptune there in your seventh house. You can connect on a different level with your partner. Now, for any other type of relationship, just say business relationships, because Neptune is there. And even though Neptune is making a good aspects, be very mindful of any contracts that you enter. So just triple check them and make sure that nothing is left out. And I would have another set of eyes take a look at that. So nothing's left out and everything that you wanted in that contract is meeting your needs. And for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, the new moon in Pisces is happening in your sixth house of daily routines, debt, and habits. So, this is a good time to look at your daily routine and see if there's anything you would like to change so you can feel happier, to be more fulfilled. Any health routines that you might want to change. Whenever you do have a new moon in the sixth house, I always recommend you schedule those doctor's appointments to get all your vitals checked. But additionally, this is a good time to tackle debt. So create those budgets and really start setting some intentions on reducing the amount of debt that you have. This house also rules work. So, this is a good time to set some intentions on either getting a job or changing something about your work schedule, like delegating some responsibilities or maybe taking on some more responsibilities. But usually, with the Pisces energy, you want to delegate some so you can have more balance and harmonious work life. And for the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is your time to shine. The new moon is happening in your fifth house of creativity, of children, of romance. So, this is a good time to just, do what you love. Be creative, start some creative projects, take up some creative work, or just connect more on a romantic level with your partners. Now, if you do have children, you might want to spend some time with them and explore your creativity together. This is a great transit. If you are looking to find a partner, then set some intentions on attracting this person into your life. I would do some candle magic and do this ritual when the moon goes into the sign of Aries, where the moon is born as a crescent, and set foot some work towards achieving a new relationship. And you don't have to be looking for a relationship. You can foster love within the relationship you have. So you can also set intentions on becoming more loving, more romantic, more caring and kind to each other. So enjoy this transit. Now for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, the new moon is happening in your fourth house of the home. So this is a good time to stick around at home and hermit and just purge and cleanse things that no longer serve you at home. Beautify your surroundings. On a different level, you can also do some deep healing in this house because all the water houses offer this. You can do some inner child healing, hypnosis, past life regression, work with your ancestors. This is a very deep house to tap into that, or even create a genealogy map. So enjoy all the nice, beautiful transit that this new moon in Pisces is highlighting in your chart, and bond and be more with your family and do things that you love. Cook yourself a nice meal. Now for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this new moon is happening in your third house of communication, siblings, neighborhoods, and also impacts sales if you're a business owner. So set some new intentions around that. Set some new intentions around you and maybe travel because it's connected to that. So local travel, being able to take little mini vacations throughout the year and meeting the needs of your travel exploration tank. Now, this is also a good time to enter in any type of short training or any certificated training that's going to assist you in your communication and the way that you sell yourself. So this is also a good transit to revamp that resume. This third house rules communication of all sorts and written communication as well. So enjoy. And for Aquarius sun, moon, or rising, this new moon in Pisces is happening in your second house of resources, of value and worth. Now, Venus is going to be transiting the second house, and she's the natural ruler of the second house. And you happen to have Pisces on that cusp. And when Venus transits your second house, she's able to expand your resources, your value, your money. Now, Neptune being there, Neptune can also bring lots of money, but it can also make you spend a lot. So, what you can do is do some magic because Neptune is connected to that magic energy. Set some intentions on creating money, on attracting money. Now, the new moon also brings beginnings there. So, you can look at your value system and see what no longer serves you. So you can welcome new things by getting rid of those and moving the energy to welcome new things. This is a beautiful transit for you, Aquarius. Enjoy. And for Pisces sun, moon, or rising, the new moon is happening in your first house. This is like equivalent to a solar return. You are being revitalized. This is one of the most important transits that occurs whenever the sun transits your first house. And now you're having the new moon, new beginnings in your first house. So set some intentions on what it is that you want to achieve. You have the world in the palm of your hands, and right now you can set intentions on everything you wish to. So set some intentions on yourself. Concentrate on you. This is a time for you to shine. How you're going to express yourself to the world, what it is you want to achieve, how you want to achieve this. And you're going to set the intentions by March 15th. Put some action, take some action, and achieve big dreams. Enjoy. And thank you so much for tuning in. This was AstroKrys from Coda Astrology. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check these other two videos out. I'm sure you will enjoy them as well. And I'll catch you next week. Take care. Happy new moon in Pisces. Bye.